Good evening. Once again, Scotland has been gripped by atrocious weather conditions that has made travelling a nightmare. Today has been the AA's busiest day as sub-zero temperatures freeze engines. While gritters managed to clear all main roads, rail workers have been fighting a losing battle to de-ice trains and thaw out points in the track, resulting in severe disruption to services. Christina McIntyre has the details.
All motorways and main A roads were cleared today, but side roads are still very treacherous and drivers are being advised not to travel unless they have to. On the rail network, delays and cancellations prevail, the sub-zero temperatures causing points and locomotives to freeze. The worst affected services are those south of Glasgow, including the Ayr and Gourock lines, which are down to just one train an hour. ScotRail's advice is check before you travel and only make essential journeys. All the airports are open and they've now processed the huge backlog of passengers who couldn't fly out yesterday. Meanwhile, as the plummeting temperatures continue, people are being urged to check elderly neighbours are all right.
Especially in weather like this, where it's difficult for them to get about, and just try and help make sure the paths are clear and things like that, and see that they're okay.
Now the outlook for the next few days, continuing very cold over the weekend with sleet and snow showers on Saturday and Sunday. On Monday, temperatures will start to rise and a band of rain will move in from the southwest. So for drivers at least, getting about should be much easier come New Year's Day.
A Glasgow pilot who overpowered an hysterical passenger after he burst into the cockpit is tonight being hailed a hero. Captain William Hagan, seen here after the incident, was bitten by the man who seized the controls of the plane en route from Gatwick to Kenya. The 747, carrying 379 passengers, including Bryan Ferry and Jemima Khan, plunged 10,000 feet while Captain Hagan and crew grappled with the intruder. A teenager is celebrating tonight after making legal history by successfully suing her father for her private school fees. 16-year-old Nicole Lavelle won £600 a month from her father Callum, a Dunblane businessman, in a landmark ruling at Stirling Sheriff Court. Mr Lavelle had claimed he couldn't afford the fees because of the cost of his divorce settlement. Two fishermen rescued off the Isle of Skye have been reliving the traumatic experience. Both were stranded overnight at sea in freezing conditions before being saved by some local trawlermen. Sharon Donaldson reports.
Donald MacDonald back at the shoreline where his ordeal first began.
It actually feels great to be able to be back on here, on this spot. I didn't think I would ever be able to be back here, no. But now I'm back, I feel great.
His short trip to net some shellfish for dinner became a 14-hour battle for survival after running into a white-out snowstorm at sea.
I had the jacket with the hood on, which is good, and but I had to get up every 10-15 minutes and move about all the time, you know, because otherwise you just seize up.
Meanwhile, his friend and neighbour John MacDonald was also forced to endure the freezing temperatures after his engines failed and he was plunged into the icy water.
My boat couldn't handle it, especially at night, because you don't know what's coming. It's pitch black. You're just getting pounded there, just at the mercy of the waves.
Doctors say it's a miracle both men survived, and apart from showing signs of hypothermia, they were otherwise uninjured. They are now looking forward to spending the new year with both feet firmly on dry land.
Hundreds of mourners packed a small parish church in Fife for the funeral of world-famous accordionist Sir Jimmy Shand. The Scottish musician died last Saturday at the age of 92 after suffering from pneumonia. Sir Jimmy was knighted by the Prince of Wales in a ceremony in Edinburgh last year in recognition of his contribution to music, and already held an MBE which was awarded in 1962. The countdown to Glasgow's Hogmanay is well underway. Several new events and some stunning firework displays are expected to be included in this year's celebrations. Organisers are stressing, however, that safety remains paramount. Caroline Nimmo has more.
For the first time, an event on the afternoon of New Year's Eve will take place at the Glasgow Science Centre. The Riverside Spectacular will begin with a sound and light display, and giant images of the city's past, present and future will be projected to fill the IMAX cinema.
On the 31st of December between 4 and 6 o'clock we have an amazing show planned. Not only is it part of Glasgow's Hogmanay, but it's also launching the Science Centre as a brand new site in Glasgow. There's never been an event down here since the Garden Festival, so we really want to make the most of this site.
Preparations for the firework displays are already well underway, With credits including the Eiffel Tower's Millennium display, French company Group F promised to put on an unforgettable show. Those attending the various street parties in George Square, the Merchant City and the Science Centre are being advised to bring their drinks in plastic containers, leave the car at home and, most importantly, wrap up warm, as freezing conditions are expected.
Medical experts are warning there could be a severe shortage of blood to deal with hospital emergencies over the new year unless more donors come forward. Blood donations always fall during the festive season, even though it's the time when most blood is needed. This year, the bad weather's hit supplies even harder. The Blood Transfusion Service is calling on Scots to make a real difference in 2001.
We really are urging people to make it their New Year's resolution to become a 3 times donor, to become a donor and to give 3 donations in the year 2001 and help to ensure that Scotland's hospitals have their blood supplies.
Well, back to the weather and the big chill's taking its toll in tomorrow's football and rugby cards. All rugby matches have been cancelled and in football most matches are off in the Bells Football League. In the SPL, the games at Aberdeen, Celtic and Kilmarnock are all off. That leaves just 2 games on. Dundee take on Dunfermline and Hibs are at home to Dundee United. And that brings us to look at what's making the headlines in tomorrow's Scottish newspapers. And first to the Scotsman, it leads with the story we brought you earlier, the pilot from Glasgow who grappled with a crazed passenger as he was attacked in the cockpit. The paper also devotes its front page to the landmark court ruling, which saw a teenager successfully sue her father for her private school fees. The Herald also leads on the drama in the skies. It pictures the attacker after he was wrestled to the floor as other passengers, including singer Bryan Ferry, look on. Also on the front page, the New Year's Honours List, which includes awards for Steven Spielberg and Stephen Redgrave. And that's all from the late team for the moment. The weekend team will be here at lunchtime tomorrow. But for now, from all of us here, do have a very good night. Bye-bye.
The Scottish weather, in association with IC Scotland.
The latest satellite sequence shows a good number of snow showers across much of Scotland. This remained the case throughout the day. However, the Scottish television region escaped the worst of the winter weather. Tonight, the west will have clear spells and isolated showers, especially in the north. There'll be a widespread frost and minimum between 0 and -6 degrees. By morning, it'll be frosty with sunny spells and a few isolated showers across the north and west. Little change is expected by the afternoon, although wintry showers in the west will increase slightly. Temperatures will reach 2 to 4 Celsius. Now let's have a look at the weather across in the east of the viewing region. Tonight there'll be clear spells and scattered snow showers in the north and east, and a hard frost with temperatures between -2 and -6. The morning will have sunny spells and a few snow showers. Winds will be moderate northwesterly. By the afternoon there'll be a few wintry showers with a westerly wind, and temperatures will be 3 or 4 Celsius. The outlook: Saturday a mixture of wintry showers and sunny spells. Sunday will be milder after early snow showers, and Monday will be mild, breezy and wet.
Entertainment listings for all kinds of weather.
There's up to 37% off the classic collection of P&O Cruises and Princess Cruises if you book early at Llanbwley.
What are you two up to?
PC Genius!
Open up PC Genius, our fortnightly activity magazine to help your kids sharpen up their maths, English, French, general knowledge and PC skills. Every fortnight, PC Genius comes with 7 new complete games on CD-ROM and an easy-to-follow magazine. PC Genius adapts to your children's ages and learning pace, but they'll just think they're having great fun. PC Genius, available at your newsagents now.
Mix and match 3 for 2 on facial skincare. Choose any 3 from over 600 products and get the cheapest free. Now available at Boots.
The Homebase sale is now on with hundreds of products at half price, like this Black & Decker drill at half price.
Where's it all gonna go?
In my new shed!
Not getting enough soap out of the box? Well, don't start bubbling, because S2 suds it up at the weekend with back-to-back episodes of your favourite soaps. On Friday, there's a rope full of Emmerdales, 4 bars of Coronation Street on Saturday, and a bumper block of Emmerdales on Sunday. So let S2 give you an eyeful of soap without any tears. See what you're missing on S2.
Freezing temperatures are forecast. Make sure your water tanks and pipes are insulated,